All right, let's get into it right away. We head to the phones. Hello, Grace.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Welcome to the Roz Mocha Show podcast. What is your question for the room?
Okay, so my question is to you both is do you keep your bedroom door closed or open throughout the night when you're sleeping?
Mine is sort of like half open, half closed. We have pocket doors. So it's difficult to
fully close them?
No, it's not difficult to fully close it, but it's like you can close it halfway without it sort of taking up space in the room or the hall kind of thing, right?
Sure.
So Catherine always closes it like a little, and then when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's very difficult to see if a pocket door is half open or half closed. And so I always wind up running into it with my shoulder because I can see the bathroom light is on from the other side, but I can't tell that the pocket door is half
Making
closed.
all that noise.
Making all that noise. But no, I don't have a thing where like I need to have the door open or closed because I think that we got away from that, years ago once we had a kid.
Yeah.
Because you would just leave the door open in case Rox wanted to come in or she was crying or whatever it was. But I haven't closed the bedroom door in I don't even know how long. Like I feel no need to have the bedroom door closed while I'm sleeping.
In our house, the bedroom door remains open for those same reasons that you just described, Roz. Because if Cruz is sleeping and if he makes a noise or same thing, we can hear him like walk down the hallway or if he opens his bedroom door. It's mainly for that. When I was a single dude, I think...
Did you close your door?
No.
I closed my door when I was single.
So the only time I did, now that I think about it, was I think when I lived in the condo before Jenna and I met. I used to close that bedroom door.
Right.
But like the apartments and stuff like that, like when I lived on my own elsewhere.
Yeah, you never did?
No, the doors were always open.
Yeah,
Super weird.
Interesting.
But when I went to the bathroom, every single time I would always close and lock the bathroom door.
Because you feel so vulnerable in there,
guess,
right?
yeah.
Like I guess if anything's going to happen, you at least want like a tiny little hollow, wood door between you and whatever's going to get you.
Yeah. What about you, Grace? Before we get to Dammit Maury and Shem, what's your situation at home?
Well, same reason with you. When my kids were young, we did leave the door open just to make sure the kids were okay. But now that they're teenagers, we keep it open, I guess, just in case if someone breaks in, if there's a fire, if there's an emergency. So that's why we keep it open.
Also, we have cats, and if we're in bed and we close that door, the cats will drive us nuts all night trying to break in. And they lie on their back and they put their paws under the door and they collectively shimmy it off to the side.
No, they don't.
Back into the wall, and then you just see one tiny little face squeeze through the opening, and then they wiggle their way in. So we never close the door, mainly because of the cats.
Dammit Maury?
I leave it mostly open, just so that for the same reason. Like I'm afraid if it's closed, what's going on in the living room. But I also leave it open now because if it's closed,
Matthew, like you're afraid Matthew has a date over?
No, like what if somebody climbs down the balcony or some crazy? I like to just be able to know what's going on. But also the dog, if it's closed, he snorts under the door, like smelling, and it just drives me nuts. Like underneath the door.
Yeah. Shem?
Always door closed.
Really? Bedroom door?
Always. Bedroom door, completely closed.
Yeah.
Listen, bad guys could get in. Monsters could get in. I'm already a paranoid sleeper,
Do you have a lock on a bedroom door?
No lock.
No.
Oh, I do.
No. And I'm a pretty light sleeper anyway, so I can hear anything and everything.
You have a lock on the bedroom door, Maury?
Yeah, but you can use a butter knife to open it.
But why do you use the lock on the bedroom door?
No.
Like
Why do you have a lock on the bedroom door, though?
We just bought, when we changed because Matthew wanted these fancy door handles, and we bought all the same ones, and they have a little button. You can lock it. But when he locks the bathroom door, I use a butter knife sometimes if I want to talk to him.
Yeah. And why does he ever lock the bedroom door when you're not in there with him?
No, he locks the bathroom door.
Oh, the bathroom door.
Yeah.
But that just means that he wants some privacy, though, does it not?
Sure.
And then you
open it.
Okay.
Wow. There you go, Grace.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, love.
Matt says here, what was your best concert experience and what was your worst?
Best concert experience? I don't even know anymore.
What was your worst?
I had a light fall on me from the top of Massey Hall.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Were
that's
you in the
that's
news?
what's that? No. And you know what's so funny is that a light fell from like the very, very top of Massey Hall. It was a light bulb, like a big. It was probably about like 6 inches wide, like a big, giant, heavy light bulb. And I felt something hit the back of my leg, and it hurt like hell. And I was like, "What is even going on?" And I turned around, and the entire back of my pants were sliced open on my calf.
What?
And I was pouring blood everywhere, like everywhere. And I took my shirt off and tied my shirt around the leg and just continued on watching the show.
You didn't say anything
And
to anyone?
No, nobody said nothing
could have
to
sued
anybody.
for a lot of money.
I know.
Yeah,
I
you coulda
realize
got
that
money,
now.
man.
I realize that now. Yeah. And then like when the lights, like when people were leaving, everybody was like, "Oh my God, watch out for all that glass." Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was
but at
crazy.
no
And
point-
it almost so like okay. So when I say like when it hit the back of my calf,
Yeah.
okay. So when it fell from the ceiling, I felt it breeze by the back of my skull between my shoulder blades and then down, and it wound up hitting my leg because I was standing with one leg kind of back. Like it almost went through my skull.
It's like the Final Destination movie.
Yeah.
So at that moment, though, when you realized that you were cut, bleeding, pants were ripped,
Yes.
you didn't even think to go and like speak to somebody who
Nope.
works at Massey Hall?
Nope.
You just wanted to keep rocking on.
Yep.
But for somebody who always looks for the financial gain, I'm shocked.
No, I didn't then. I was just looking for the rock and roll gain. And and my seats were too good. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just wasn't going to leave. I was like right on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
I
could have
wasn't
got a
gonna leave.
lot of money,
Yeah.
They could have brought you backstage.
Yeah. No, I know all that stuff.
Is
but
it too
I didn't.
late?
Yeah, way too late. This was pre-millennium, I think. This was like 97 or 98 or
Wow,
something
yeah,
like that.
no, you can't do nothing
Yeah,
now.
no. But that was a terrible experience. But I've had a lot of really great experiences. Like when I was younger, I always used to love, we have an amusement park here outside of Toronto. I don't know where you're listening to this podcast from, called Canada's Wonderland. And like roller coasters and everything else. And there used to be, like there still is, I guess, but there used to be this like sort of amphitheater that was there called Kingswood Music Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And all summer long, bands would go to Kingswood Music Theater and play. And the best part is that I could take the bus from the little town that I grew up in, and we would take, it was like 3 hours to get there on bus. But because it was at an amusement park, you paid like if you bought a concert ticket, you got into the amusement park for free that day. And so we used to go just when the place opened. And so my best experiences in the summer were like riding roller coasters all day long. And because there was a concert that night, the amusement park was like full of skids and like chicks and everything else. And it was so much fun. And then you would just be exhausted enough from doing an amusement park that you would then go to a concert.
Sure.
Like it was always the best day, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's a great
those
combo,
were, yeah,
though.
those were always my sort of favorite concerts that I went to. But do I have like a favorite band? No, it's nothing like that.
Mocha, what about you?
Worst would be one time when Rihanna was at the Scotiabank, well, I guess at the time ACC, and she was 2 hours late for her show. And Jenna and I had shown up like an hour earlier than what the ticket price said because we wanted to go and
So
grab something
you're now
to eat.
at 3 hours
Yeah,
with
we
no
want to get a
Rihanna?
couple of drinks before we sit down at our seats.
Jesus. Yeah.
And then, the advertised time hits and like no Rihanna. And then like 2 hours later is when she hits the stage. And I can't remember. I don't think we stayed for the whole thing.
Right.
I think we left after a while because there was no way. Like at that point, I was already frustrated and pissed off that I couldn't stick around.
Right.
And actually, I think it was on a night like during the week, so I had to come in early in the morning to do this show.
Oh, this was during this show. Yeah, I guess it would
Yeah.
have been during this show. Yeah.
So that was probably worst. Best was one of the Drake OVO Fest that I went to. Diddy showed up with Mace. TLC was there. Kanye flew in for the show. He
Yeah.
did his set and then bounced. It was like a helicopter in, did his show, helicopter right back out. And who else was there? I can't remember, but it was like an all-star lineup. And nobody knew who the special guests were because that was the thing with OVO Fest and Drake, right?
Yeah.
He never advertised who the special guests were. People just sporadically showed up, and it was like a big shock to everyone. So that was one year that I was like really, really. It was probably one of my favorites.
You know that if I never go to another concert ever again in my life, I think I'm going to be cool with that.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't like
I
it?
have no desire. And I used to love going to see live music like when I was younger. I have zero desire to go and see live music.
One goal. I just want to go and see Chris Stapleton live now.
That's it?
That's all.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
No, I have no desire to see live music of any kind.
Really?
Of any kind. It doesn't interest me anymore.
My worst was Lauryn Hill. Same reason as Mocha. She was
super late.
3 hours late.
Yeah, Sham worst.
She's known to be late all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have a worst. Honestly, the best for me was Jay-Z in New York City.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hometown.
My best was at Pride. They had a stage in the parking lot. And they had all these awesome 80s bands like Talk Talk and stuff like that. It was just such a super fun party.
Devinder Kaur asks, how tall is Roz and how tall is Mocha?
6'4"
Yeah.
I'm a small 6'4". Still 6'4", but like super narrow.
But you're slouchy
and-
6'4".
Yeah. I'm a small 6'4".
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
close.
I
Dallas
saw a
says
guy in
here,
the grocery store the other day where I walked in. I was like, oh my God, that guy's so tall. And then I walked by him and I'm like, I'm taller than he is.
oh, really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Why? Because then you stood up straight?
No, because I just it's rare that I see somebody who's my height, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not every day that I see somebody like you and Maury walk around. You see women your height all the time, right? Like it's rare that
Hey,
I
man,
see
that,
what.
like,
What?
I'm not that much shorter than you.
Okay.
Okay?
But yeah, it's rare that I see somebody who's my height. Man, if I see somebody who's taller than me,
Yeah.
I'm like a little kid looking at somebody. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I
oh
saw
my God.
Lil Nas X on the Grammy red carpet last week.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how insanely tall Lil Nas X is.
But he wears like 25-inch shoes though.
But I'm convinced he's the same height as you. That's what I said when watching
No,
this.
when he's wearing those lifts, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Dallas wants to know from you, Dammit Maury, if you still use the app that tells you who unfollows on social media.
Of course I do.
Do you? Oh,
I
wow.
paid for a whole lifetime subscription.
How much did you pay?
It was just something like $30, but it never goes away.
And how often are you checking? Or you only check when the notification goes off?
No, I check I only check now if who I'm following, the amount that I'm following goes down, because I just want to see if somebody canceled their account or whatever, that kind of thing.
Oh,
So-
okay. But don't you get the notifications still, like when somebody unfollows you?
There was no notifications. I have to open the app and it cycles through, and then I have to sort of scroll and scroll and scroll.
And how many times are you checking that?
No, that's once a month. But it'll tell me if there's like a mutual friend, so I could see if there's somebody that I follow that
Gotcha.
unfollowed me.
Oh, jeez, God, that's too much stress.
Yeah.
To be involved in all that nonsense more.
I know, but it's FOMO.
It is, eh? But like FOMO, what do you mean FOMO? They're not following you.
No, maybe it's not FOMO. Like whatever the FOMO is in this instance.
Hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever, when you notice that somebody
Abandonment.
when somebody unfollows you, do you then immediately message them and be like, "Hey, I noticed you unfollowed
No,
me"?
I go to their account and just click like on a whole bunch of things
To remind them that
that I exist. Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
And then do they usually hit follow
so
again or
many
no?
games, huh?
No, they don't. Yeah, of
So
course.
many games.
If you'd like to unfollow Dammit Maury, at Dammit Maury on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
And the only reason we say that is because he gets these notifications, and
Make it
it's
worthwhile
and it's
for him.
real fun, right? When he gets those notifications. So
Jackson
throw an unfollow on him.
wants to know why does Roz hate everyone?
Oh wow, that's not true at all. What does
doesn't
that-
hate
what does that
Roxy
mean?
and
What does that
Catherine.
mean? I don't hate everybody.
Most, you hate most.
No, I hate is I don't I hate very few people actually.
No, that is true.
I'm
You just don't have time for nonsense.
I'm just indifferent to most, right?
Yeah.
Like I the people that I like, I quite like. I don't have anybody in my life that I like sometimes, but not other times. Like I don't have those kinds of friends where I know a lot of people that have those kinds of friends, like the friends really pissing them off or whatever. I don't have those people in my life.
Yeah.
And
Nobody got time for that.
No, and I built my life to not have those people in my life. But no, I hate very, very few people, but I am if there's people in my life where if they disappeared tomorrow, I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
totally fine with it. Like, I don't mean went missing. Like, I would be like,
Shem was shocked for a second.
No.
Shem looked like he needed clarification on that one.
No. Yeah, I don't mean like where somebody calls me asking when I saw them last, right? I don't mean that kind of disappear. I just mean like if they vanished all of a sudden. Yeah, but like in like a normal way, not in like a
Dateline NBC type of way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And we head back to the phones. Hello, Sergio. What's going on? It's Roz Mocha.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good, buddy. What is your question for the room?
So I've been listening to your show for pretty much since the beginning, and I was wondering what personality types you guys are.
Interesting. So we did, in anticipation of your phone call, we all did a personality test.
Awesome.
And then we also did one telling you what jobs you're best suited for. And I have some of the results here. Let me go through. Let me do Shem first. Shem, are you with us?
I'm here.
Okay. Let me.
When you looked at the results, Roz, did they make sense? Knowing what you know of all of us?
Like if I didn't know who these were attached to, would I be able to pinpoint them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So Shem did the personality test. We all did the same personality test. And Shem's personality came out as the advocate.
All right.
Okay. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. So Shem scored a 53 on introverted and a 47 on extroverted. So right in the middle. Let me go down and see. Here's the sort of description of the advocate. No matter how messy things are, you always find a way to clean. In a group, you are the one who remembers the instructions and keeps excellent records. What is your spirit animal? Lion, maybe? Either you don't have role models because you are good enough to be one, or your models are among the best. Money, power, success excites you, and you are not ashamed of it.
Dog, that's you right there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds about accurate.
Now, jobs that they recommend for Shem, accounting and finance, business and commerce, law.
I did law in school.
Did you?
Yeah, that's my degree.
Career pathways, economist, attorney, lawyer, auditor, financial advisor. Wow, interesting, Shem.
Congratulations, Shem.
Thanks, guys.
Interesting.
I'll take your LinkedIn.
Right? Yeah, that is, geez. Okay, cool. So let's do, you sent me yours, Maury, right?
I did.
Maury is the virtuoso.
Okay.
Sounds fancy.
Virtuosos love to explore their hands and their eyes, touching and examining the world around them with cool rationalism and spirited curiosity. People with this personality type are natural makers, moving from project to project, building the useful and the superfluous for the fun of it, and learning from their environment as they go. Often as mechanics, engineers, virtuosos find no greater joy than in getting their hands dirty and pulling things apart and putting them back together again.
What?
Just a little bit better than they were the way before.
Oh, come on.
Please.
You lied on that test, bro.
Other virtuosos that are Maury's category: Olivia Wilde, Bear Grylls, Michael Jordan, Daniel Craig, and Tom Cruise.
Samesies.
Stop it.
Okay.
You lied so hard.
You lied. Did you lie on your test,
No,
Maury?
I did not.
Come on.
So here's the career paths that they suggest Maury should take. They think that Maury would excel in the culinary arts, design and visual arts, mechanical engineering, the performing arts. They recommend career pathways as a head chef, graphic designer, nutritionist, or a musician and singer or dance instructor.
Hey, I like to cook, and I am an actor.
Please.
When you try to put together a graphic, you still use Corel Draw.
I
love Corel Draw.
I know. Okay. Mocha, you came up as the defender. That is your personality. A defender is someone with introverted, observant feelings and judging personality traits. These people tend to be warm and unassuming in their own steady way. They're efficient and responsible, giving careful attention to practical details in their daily lives. Love only grows by sharing. You can only have more of yourself by giving it away to others. That is the quote for you, Mocha. In their assuming, understated way, defenders help make the world go round. Hardworking and devoted people with this personality type feel a deep sense of responsibility to those around them. Defenders can be counted on to meet deadlines, remember birthdays and special occasions, uphold traditions, and shower their loved ones with gestures of care and support, but they rarely demand recognition for all they do. This is exactly Mocha.
Hey.
This is exactly this is spot on, Mocha. Did you send me your jobs one, Mocha?
I did.
Okay, so here's Mocha's jobs. Hospitality and tourism.
Hey.
Sociology and social work. Nursing. Occupational therapy. And then your career pathways are hotel manager, travel agent, registered nurse, nurse's assistant, community worker, social worker, or economist.
Okay.
So
I will take the hotel job, please.
Yeah? Okay. So let me get to mine now.
Hey, Sergio, based on everything that that Roz is reading out right now, all these results, right? Do you agree? Like, can you match those answers with each one of us? Like, you're like, yes, that absolutely makes sense.
So far, everything has been 100% accurate.
Except for Maury's.
Yeah,
exactly.
Maury lied.
I did not. It said, "Do you like to work in groups?" I said, "Not really."
My personality trait is a logistician.
What's that?
A logistician is someone with introverted, observant thinking and judging personality traits, much like Mocha. These people tend to be reserved yet willful with their rational outlook on life. They compose their actions carefully and carry out with methodical purpose. Logisticians pride themselves on their integrity. People with this personality type mean what they say, and when they commit to doing something, they make sure they follow through. This personality type makes up a good portion of the overall population, and while logisticians may not be particularly flashy or attention-seeking, they do more than their share of keeping society on a sturdy, stable foundation. In their families and their communities, logisticians often earn respect for their reliability, their practicality, and their ability to stay grounded and logical even in the most stressful of situations.
Wow.
So that is me. I don't think that that's too far off
not at all.
Not at all.
From where I am. Oh man, did I just lose? I just literally closed the windows on my jobs.
No jobs for you.
No jobs for me. My jobs were all the same thing though. It was like business manager, accountant, and all these sort of like foundational type things of what people rely on you for.
I get to be a chef
for their stuff. Maury, you get to be a chef.
Yeah, to keep cooking at home.
Thank you, Sergio.
Thank you so much, guys.
Right on,
Later,
brother.
dude. Peace. Leslie wants to know from you, Roz, if you eat spicy food. If so, what is your favorite spicy dish?
My favorite spicy dish. I just, I love hot sauces, but I think that my favorite spicy dish is I found a recipe for Sinaloan chicken. And it's this version of Mexican chicken where you marinate chicken in a little bit of oil and Mexican oregano and arbol peppers and apple cider vinegar and lemon, and you just sort of soak it all together.
Yeah.
And then you can either grill it or throw it in a pan. And it is this like the most spicy, depending on how many peppers you put in it, but I put like almost a whole can in when I do. It's fantastic. But as far as like stuff that I order, if I want something super spicy when I order it, Vindaloo is always good. There's a couple places that do a fire hot Vindaloo. But other than that, my most heat that I do is just in dipping sauces. Like I have 2 racks in the door of our fridge that's just all hot sauces.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. And Roxy and I have so many different hot sauces. And so for me, just like wings or chicken or anything like that, and I always pair it with the perfect hot sauce. I'm really into this Scotch bonnet sauce lately. That is just fire. Like you sweat when you eat it. It's such a different kind of heat. That's been my favorite for the last little while.
Rayman asks, when you go to a concert or sporting event, what do you do with your jacket? Do you keep it on or do you take it off and put it by your seat?
I've gone to a movie. Like the last time I went to a movie, I think I just left my coat on, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I don't, sometimes I'll keep it on my lap, but most times I'll take it off and just shove it like on the seat, just push it back. Like there's not enough room behind to like drape it on.
No, and that's
the
rude
actual
because
seat,
then it's
right?
it's in the person's space
Yeah.
behind you.
I just like
and
take it off, let it drop on the actual seat, and push it back to my butt.
Yeah. What about tying it around your waist? Nobody does that anymore, huh?
No.
No.
And in the wintertime, you can't do that with like a big, thick North Face.
Yeah, you can't? No? No? Well, you could do up the zipper a little bit and then just take your arms out of it and wear it like a skirt.
No.
Right? No, you don't want to do that?
Absolutely not.
No?
What about you, Maury?
I always keep it on because I get cold.
Yeah, even at a concert you get cold?
Yeah, I was recently at a Raptors game and I kept it on because I got really chilly.
More, I got so many pictures of you sent me from that Raptors game. You're not wearing a coat. You're
No, I
wearing
took my coat off for the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But I always, especially in movie theaters, they always pump the air
Hold
conditioning.
on. What were you sending Roz photos for?
Why not?
Because he wants my reaction to his daily life.
Well, who else am I going to send pictures to?
I don't know, your husband.
I would
Yeah.
say.
Was that the game that you took your brother to for his birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
like why wouldn't you send those pictures to like your husband?
I did. I sent them to the two people I love.
Yeah.
Not even to your dad, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's your brother's birthday. You didn't even send the pictures to your father?
No, Daniel can show them when he gets home.
Oh, yeah.
My dad doesn't do
Isn't
text.
that wild? Isn't that wild? Your dad doesn't do text?
No.
You're such a liar. I've texted with your father before.
You have? I never have.
Yes.
You've never
With
texted your dad
Frank?
before?
No.
No?
No.
Ever?
I text, he calls. When
Oh.
I text, he phones.
Shem, real quick, when you go to a concert or sporting event, what do you do with your coat?
I always keep it on.
Really?
Always keep it on. Yeah,
Why?
yeah. I don't know. It's just I'm always worried somebody's going to take something out of my stuff, so I like to have it right there with me.
Yeah.
I'm a paranoid guy.
Yeah. Do you tie it around your waist or no? You
No,
never done that?
didn't really work.
Have you ever tied anything around your waist?
Anything?
Like a fanny pack.
Like like a shirt. You ever you ever got hot, take your shirt off and tied your shirt around your waist?
Nah.
Really?
Dash it
huh?
on the ground.
Is that a white guy thing?
I think
might be,
so.
yeah.
What you're describing is very much like unfamiliar to me.
Really? Like you've never you don't do that at all.
No.
Around my
Really,
head,
huh?
maybe.
Let me get my jacket real quick.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do it with like a winter coat.
You could do it with a hoodie or a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Hold on. So I got the
you.
jacket here,
Wait a
right?
second. No. Think about your hoodie for a second. Let's say you were out and you have that hoodie on.
Yeah.
And you have a t-shirt on underneath it. Okay. And you're going to take the hoodie off.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the hoodie?
I'll hold it in my hand. I'll hold
Really?
it like this. Like how,
Okay.
See this jacket?
You'll fold it over your arm like a waiter with a
Yeah.
napkin. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
do
immediately,
that.
if I'm wearing a hoodie and I get hot, I take it off and I tie it around my waist.
But what about tied around your neck, like the,
Like
people
what?
going to a
Like,
golf and
like you're
country
going
club?
bunting on the Thames?
It might look less crazy.
Hold on. So this jacket
Off
that
to
I
the
have-
polo club again, Maureen?
Let me see. This jacket that I have here, it's pretty thin.
Yeah, you
So-
can't. Yeah, let me see.
So tied around my waist like this?
Let me see.
Bro, this feels so weird.
Yeah,
Like
just like
this?
that. Yeah, like that.
It's very normal.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that?
No,
No?
guys, look at this. Like this looks so here. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Like
Nice-
I don't know, guys.
That looks normal.
Yeah, white
Can
guy
you see
thing,
this?
huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You
that
can't-
looks normal.
Hey, Mocha, go to Scarborough Town Center like that.
No, absolutely not.
Why not, man?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
not- I'm
I
not
would
gonna
leave
do
the
that.
house with a shirt only tied around my waist because in case I got cold later.
Stop. You're such a liar.
Yes.
Bare chest.
No, like I'd have an undershirt on. Come on now, bare chest.
Thank you for all of your questions. Keep them coming in every week. We will post on Instagram, Ask Roz and Mocha. And truly, this is where we get your questions from and invite you to join us on the show to ask your question to the room. Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.